guys doing? Very impressive. So I want to introduce myself to all of you guys. My name is Gary Howard, and I'm from the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Okay, so I'm here because we found out about you guys a while ago. And have you guys ever seen the Little League World Series of baseball? See that? Okay. Well, the Hall of Fame has decided to do the same thing for football, and they have launched the Little League World Series for football. It is called the National Youth Championship for the Hall of Fame. And I am here in California, but I'm the National Scouting Director for the whole country for the Hall of Fame. So we started to look at all the top teams, and we've been scouting about 150 teams to participate in the tournament. The challenge with that is that we can only take 32 teams. And so as we've been scouting these teams, most of the teams that are in the tournament are undefeated or have one loss, and it is the best of the best. There are 10 regions that will be taking place on December 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, and there are over 500 teams competing with the chance to advance to Canton, Ohio. Okay, so what I'm here to tell you is that, number one, as I talked to your coaches and we saw you play and we've been learning more about you, the Hall of Fame is really about not only playing good football, but having great kids, having great sportsmanship, having good coaching, and teaching the things that are important to them in the game of football, not just that you can ball out and play football, right? But I'm going to tell you, you guys are pretty impressive. So, on behalf of the Hall of Fame, as we started to narrow down the teams from 150 on the watch list to 32 for the tournament, the other challenging part is we can only take 4 teams in your bracket, okay? So, on behalf of the Hall of Fame, I'm here to officially invite the Ceres Seahawks to be one of those 4 teams in the National Championship Youth Tournament. So congratulations to all you guys. So I'm going to give Coach an official invite, okay? And we want to do a couple things. So let me tell you now how this is going to work. Okay, on December 1st, 2nd, and 3rd in Santa Rosa, it's been a rough time over there, but luckily they came through it. At Santa Rosa Junior College, there will be a 32-team tournament. You guys will play in your bracket. You'll play either on Friday and Saturday for the first game. You win that, which I'm expecting you're going to do, you're going to play on Sunday, okay? There are 8 different brackets. There are 4 weighted and 4 unweighted. You guys are in the unweighted 14U bracket, but we also split that bracket based on size, on weight, and all that. So you'll be in one of those 14 brackets, and then on Sunday, all of the champions of that second day will move on to the Canton Finals, okay? So it's gonna be an epic day for the teams that are gonna win. So then the other 10 regionals that are in Texas, in Illinois, in Georgia, in the Northeast, all over the country are doing the same exact thing with scouts that are picking all the different teams. So all of the champions of those tournaments and regionals will then also meet you in Canton. So there'll be over 64 teams that will then compete in Canton, Ohio. If you haven't seen the Pro Football Hall of Fame and what they're actually doing, they're undergoing an $800 million renovation. And it was for the game of football. They want to educate everybody. They want to have a great experience for the youth, but they want all of you, as you grow up in football, to come through the Hall of Fame. They want to teach you all the things that they believe in. They want to promote the game. And as you guys all know, there are things that we learn in football that you don't learn in other sports. And so that's what makes it so important to all of us. So it's exciting to be here. It was a long way to get out here, and I know this isn't your home stadium, but it's amazing that we don't care where teams are from. Okay, in the tournament, we have teams coming from Hawaii. There are teams coming from Las Vegas. There is a team that is coming from a reservation out of Washington, okay? So everybody has a story, but when you get to Canton, Ohio, they're gonna talk about your team, where you're from, the history of your team. They wanted to know the statistics of your team, and I mean, for you guys to score the amount of points that you've scored and given up the fewest points that you've given up, it's pretty amazing. And people are gonna say, we're Ceres, and then you guys are gonna be on the map. So we're taking a lot of social media today. You guys did your chant. We're gonna post that on social media. We're gonna post the invitation on social media, and people will start to hear about you. And then you're gonna go on the Hall of Fame on our tournament website and things. And then you just guys come out and just ball out like you do, and it's gonna be a blast. Okay? So, parents, you guys have anybody have any questions? I wasn't that thorough, was I?
No, trust me, it's a good thing.
It's a good thing? Okay, so congratulations, guys. So what I want to do is I want to take a picture with your coaches, okay? So here's what happens, because we may be talking about you for a while. So when you get to Canton and you win the 2 games there, you will play in the championship game, which will be in Tom Benson Stadium. For those of you who don't know, Tom Benson owns the New Orleans Saints. They built an NFL stadium at the Hall of Fame. If you watched football, the first game of the year was played in that stadium. It was the Dallas Cowboys and the Arizona Cardinals. It's a $100 million stadium, and those teams that will play in the championship will get all new uniforms that will have the Hall of Fame logos on them. You'll wear your own helmets, and then the games will be televised. And so the guys that helped me, that on my top scouting crew, you guys ever heard of Merrill Hodge? Okay, so Merrill and I have been watching film and looking at the teams. And then Ray Farmer is a former NFL GM. So we're the kind of the executive scouts. And then we have all of our other scouts that are watching everything. And so then we'll be talking all about you. But the further you go, the more that everybody's going to learn about your team and all about your program. And girls, cheerleaders, you guys have worked just as hard as them, right? So we want you at the tournament. Okay, so you guys get to come to cheer for the team, okay? And then you better get on them and make sure they win it so you guys can all go out there to the Hall of Fame, okay? So each year, as you go out to the Hall of Fame, we have completed so far about 7 turf fields, okay? Then each year when you come out, it's a great goal to have. Then they're gonna finish an indoor facility. It'll then have an outdoor field right next to the indoor facility. They're building a 4-star hotel that will house everybody when we come in. Everything will be done in 2020, which is the 100th year of the NFL, and that's where they're going to bring the NFL draft. They're building an indoor football-themed water park for all the kids when they come out for the tournament. And also the West Coast teams that we're all fans of, whether you're Raider fans or you're 49er fans or you're Charger fans or now Ram fans, everybody's getting on the Ram bandwagon. When they have back-to-back games out on the East Coast, they'll actually stay at the Hall of Fame. And then they'll play there and get ready for so they don't have to come back and forth to travel. So they're also building this big main street with restaurants and sports bars and things like that, and they're really going to make it the Disneyland of football. And in 2020, the NFL draft will be brought there, and then by that time, all the facilities will be done, and you guys will see something new each time. So congratulations again, guys. It's great to learn about you. It's great to invite you. And I'm excited to watch you guys play. And then here's the deal, Coach, here's the deal. You get to Canton, okay? You're on my NorCal team. I'm picking all the teams in Northern California. I need to get a Ceres hat, and I need to be on the sidelines, and I'm going to root for you guys to win this thing, okay? All right.
Varsity coaches.
Vamos, que son ahí.
So we'll take a shot with the coaches, then we're going to have...
My daughter has 2 and a shot. I'll go around like 80 minutes.
He's not even you
can't even run 0-10 with Joe Plus. I don't even pause. Don't make me go out. 0-10 with Joe Plus. That's your team.
Tell everybody you're number 1.
I'm number 1. I'm actually number 1.
No, get